Penix working out of the gun here. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now back to throw. That one deep for London. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Play action, now it's Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
To throw is Daniels. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now motion left with Mooney. They'll go play action here with Penix. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Pryor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
They'll throw with Penix. He's got the hook up to Moore. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Bates' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And it takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. was shot right. His second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 31.
Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And now the rookie's free. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Washington offense going back to work. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. The 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Washington first down.
They go right back to White here on first down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 now. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd and 10. One of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 8, 2:15 remaining. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. London holds this one in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
17 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's back to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. Here comes second down and 5. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's now third and 11.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. On the bootleg, it's Penix. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.